Health Guard, and this video is going to be about seeds and their role in our diet. Is they necessary? Let's look at the purpose of a seed. We all know that human beings come from the seed. Flowers start as a seed, trees start as a seed. Everything start out as a seed before it grows into a full human being, a full animal, a full tree. It comes from the seed. So the purpose of the seed is to continue the species, right? For example, you have a tree, and that tree sprouts cashew nuts, walnuts, acorns, something like a squirrel, bird, any type of animal that eats these seeds, preferably a squirrel. Squirrel buries it into the ground, germinates. Squirrel forget where the seed's at. It sprouts into a new tree. Just like if we was to plant it and try to grow a tree intentionally. So we know the purpose of the seed. This is the law. So in some way, we violate this law when we eat seeds and make them a part of our diets, right? So there's always a penalty when you break physiological law. So you'll notice fruits contain their seeds when we eat them. Cucumbers, strawberries, mango, big ass seed. Can't eat that mango seed, huh? Avocado seeds, which people are starting to consume. I don't know why. It's toxic. But if you'll notice, let's take the cucumber for example. It's coated with this liquid fluid, kind of how like the sperm is coated with seminal fluid and all kind of different fluids to help it make it through the urethra, so the acidity of the urethra won't destroy the sperm, or the acidity of the vagina won't destroy the sperm, right? So this liquid that is coated around the seed slips in and out of your teeth. So when you bite down on these seeds, you never really bite into the seed, and that's the purpose of nature. Because if we was living naturally, like so-called primitives, and we didn't have toilets, we would be shitting in the woods. And when we shit, remember, what's in soil when we're growing food? It's manure, right? Because there's a bacteria in manure. There's bacteria in the soil. And like 55% of your poo is bacteria. So you got the bacteria, you got the waste food, toxins, all those kind of things in your poo. Your poo, the seed goes into the dirt. That's if you living in a natural environment and you shitting in the woods or the jungle or wherever you at. And now you ate a cucumber, you gave it back to the earth, you grew a cucumber. Cucumber start growing out the ground from the vines, right? So it's a cycle that repeats itself. If you notice, when you eat, you consume a lot of these seeds, right? If you pay attention to your poo, you can see those seeds in your poo when they're whole. You shit them out. You ever thought about why? Same as with grains. It's a lot of grains. Corn. You can see corn come out whole. Uh, you can see rice, wild rice. If you ever eat wild rice, it comes out whole. These are because these things are not digestible. The body cannot assimilate them. So you shit them out whole. Besides what I said, when it's coated in that liquid fluid, so you won't eat them and it can go through the cycle. But the body does not assimilate seeds. That's why you shit them out whole. Now, the nutritionists, the commercial scientists, they like to promote seeds, pumpkin seeds. They go high in protein, 400 grams, and high in calcium. And it's so biased because when we started attacking milk and saying all the things about milk, one of the things I think was about calcium and having too much calcium and leading to brittle bones, and I think it was osteoporosis. So all that calcium in milk was a problem. So these higher, even higher sources of calcium, not a problem when it comes to the seeds. See, we don't think about that. See, everything gotta have an equilibrium, gotta have a balance. Can't have an excess of certain elements that get way away from other elements. You know what I'm saying? When you looking at something and they got 1,000 grams of or whatever, however they put it, DV of calcium, milligrams, you know what I'm saying, compared to another element. It's like reading ingredients. The same thing when you see harmful ingredients like soy protein isolate, you know what I'm saying, calcium phosphate and those things. When you see those in processed foods, you don't want to touch that because it's not proportion right, and you're gonna get an excess of something. Now, from a lot of studies I read, the absorption of these things are like, I think it's like 3 to 8%. So I guess that's a good thing that the body don't absorb so much of it. There's not much bioavailability, but a lot of these seeds, to me, in my philosophy and what I teach, number one, what I'm always looking for is water content. Don't have water content. Another reason it can't be assimilated because it's not germinated. So now you have things with enzyme inhibitors. So if you know anything about enzymes, the reason your food ripens is because of enzymes. The reason your food degrades and able to disappear is because of the work of enzymes. The reason your body do certain things is because the work of enzymes. So enzymes are very important, and it makes these elements in a food available to you when the enzyme are catabolizing, you know. So that's another reason. So seeds, which we will call bird food, you know, birds eat a lot of seeds, but birds have a gizzard that grinds the seed for them. That's why it can be bird food. So when the gizzard grinds up the seeds, it becomes bioavailable to the bird. The bird can now absorb it and use it. So most of these seeds that you eat in these whole forms, and you eating your trail mix and you eating pumpkin seeds, You're not assimilating. You're eating them for nothing. You know. Besides being a food that stimulates excess seminal and egg production in women, which causes a loss during menstruation and causes a loss with emission in males. So this is where your vitality and your longevity is also connected in those fluids, because it's the life essence. Now, what seeds do I promote? Flax seeds, chia seeds. Do they fall under the things I mentioned, the laws? I still feel like we are violating the law by eating seeds, but are these seeds necessary? Yes. I eat ground flax seeds. I eat chia seeds for the omega-3s, the essential fatty acids, because it's been proven that certain neurological diseases, dementia, Alzheimer's, and all kind of things dealing with the brain happens when you have when you don't have enough omega-3s or omega-6s in your diet. Now, omega-6s are bad. You shouldn't have a lot of omega-6s in your diet. That's your corn oil, your cotton oil, them safflower oils, all them cheap ass oils that y'all get from the store and cook your food in. Those oils are killing you. Too many omega-6s turns into arachidonic acid, you know. So your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio should be 4-to-1. Consuming more omega-3s and consuming flaxseed, chia seeds for your omega-3s. So those are the only seeds that I am promoting. All the other seeds that are being promoted out there, I disagree with. I don't find them necessary in a diet, and I find them to be bad for your health.